Hanael Shabea Tikon Beit Filati Sham Toda Nizabe Mausur Yeshuat Hanael Shabea Tikon Beit Filat Sham Toda Nizabe Hanael Shabea Tikon Beit Filati Sham Toda Nizabe Hanukkah Tamizbeya Azegmor Shir Mizmor Hanukkah Tamizbeya COVID sellout, okay? Like COVID-19, we might have 20 or 120, but this is a sellout, right? We're not sold out, but this is a sellout. So give yourselves a hand. Come on. If you don't know who you're sitting next to, introduce yourself. And if you're online right now, introduce yourself. Invite someone else to join this, because we stand on shoulders of others who came before us, and those who come after us will stand on our shoulders, but they don't know they're invited unless we invite them. So introduce, turn yourself around. Lord, let me light one more light. May that light lift me higher. Lord, let me light one more light. And may that light lift us higher. Here we go, higher. Higher, higher, higher and higher. Higher, higher and higher. Higher, higher, higher and higher.
Have you ever wondered how many candles we light on Hanukkah? Now, I've never been great at math, but I hear the answer is 36. Take away the shamash each night. And I love that answer, the number 36, because it represents righteousness. Why? The Talmud tells us that every single day there are at least 36 people that merit the face of God. 36 people every single day who are doing righteous acts to bring God's light into this world. And I can't help but wonder, will we ever meet one of the 36? But I'm realizing we're asking the wrong question. It's not whether or not we'll meet one of those righteous people. The question we should ask ourselves every single day is, do I have the potential to be one of the 36 today? Do I have the potential? Do I hold the possibility of bringing God's light into this very, very dark world? And so no longer, on this Hanukkah season, let's not ask the question about whether or not we'll experience righteousness in our lifetime, but rather let's ask the question, how can I bring God's righteousness into a world that is so desperately in need of my light? So let the light in by being the light. Let your righteousness flow into this world. Let your light shine brighter and brighter. Chag Urim Sameach. Happy, joyous, light-filled Hanukkah. Amen.
I want to thank Rabbi Greenstein, Temple Israel, this Crossroads community, this whole community of Memphis. And how do you arrive at a day like today? 2 years after we stopped touring. It'll be 2 years in February that we stopped being on the road. This is our first show in 2 years. How do you begin again? Because the text says you need to turn your mourning into dancing. Hafachta mispadi lemacholi. That the only thing that's guaranteed is right now. And right now you have the ability to do anything. So if you have a cell phone right now, I don't care if you take it out and text somebody right now, somebody who's not here, and just say, I love you. I'm grateful for you. And you never know, because it might turn their day around. Hafachta mispadi, we can turn our mourning into dancing. 2, 1, 2, 3. Come on, you turn my mourning into dancing. You turn my sorrow into joy. You fill my darkest days with sunshine. You make my broken heart feel whole. With the moon, you turn the tide. If the winds of change can blow my mind, if a gentle wind can pierce the night, הפכת מספדי למחולי, הפכת מספדי למחולי, הפכת מספדי למחולי, הפכת מספדי למחולי. So we have time for one more song. It was a free concert. Come on. It actually reminds me of a joke. My brother-in-law told me this joke the other week. He said his friend called him up, and his friend said, Neil. Now, Neil's a rabbi in Philadelphia, which is like, well, he's a rabbi in Philadelphia. And he said, Neil, I had the worst week last week. And Neil said, well, what's up? Why, what happened? He says, well, I got a call on Tuesday that my mom bequeathed me $1.7 million. Neil said, you had a rough week? He said, no, just listen. Then on Thursday, the heart doctor calls me up and says, you won't believe this, but all of your tests came back and you're 100% fine. And Neil said, so I don't, wait. He said, I put all my money on the Powerball on Friday. I won $47.6 million. Neil said, so what's the problem? He said, this week, nothing. Thank you very much.
Light one candle for the Maccabee children. Give thanks that their lives didn't die. And light one candle for the pain they endured when their right to exist was denied. And light one candle for the terrible sacrifice justice and freedom demand. And light one candle for the wisdom to know when the peacemaker's time is at hand. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. Light one candle for the strength that we need to never become our own foe. And light one candle for those who are suffering from the pain we learned so long ago. And light one candle for all we believe in, let anger not tear us apart. And light one candle to bind us together with peace as a song in our heart. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. One more time. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. What is the memory that's valued so highly that we keep it alive in that flame? And what's the commitment to those who have died that when they cry out they've not died in vain? Well, we have come this far, always believing that justice will somehow prevail. Well, this is our burden, this is our promise, this is why we will not fail. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out, don't let the light go out. Don't let the light go out. Woo! Thank you.
Hello, this is Rick Lupert. I'm speaking to you from Southern California. I want to wish everyone a happy Hanukkah, and I want to share with you my new poem. This is called Potatoes Are Miracles. I remember my first Hanukkah. I was 7 years old, and my mother walked into the bathroom with a Charlie Brown toothbrush and said, "This is your Hanukkah present." I heard the word present loud and clear, but up to that point, no one had bothered to tell me I was Jewish, so I wasn't ready for the full weight of this gift. They told me later it's because the oil lasted for 8 nights, but I can't find that in any of the texts, so I'm left wanting to believe as I stuff potato pancakes into my mouth. I'll believe anything if potatoes are involved. They say we only give presents because that's what everyone in this American neighborhood does. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with giving and receiving. I'm okay with lighting up the night one candle at a time through my window. I'm okay that fruitcake isn't part of our tradition. Assimilation isn't always the best way. Let us remember what may have happened thousands of years ago. Let us light up the night with that belief. Let us wipe out the hate one Charlie Brown toothbrush at a time. Your dentist will thank you. Your rabbi will thank you. Don't have a rabbi? Talk to any of them. They'll be glad to oblige. We're one potato pancake away from a miracle.
I usually introduce this as my favorite general all-purpose non-denominational holiday favorite. And I usually apologize in advance to Julie Andrews.
pedestrian. What a gift, huh? What a gift. So this is a song that I wrote as a lullaby for my daughter. It's got to be 27 years ago. Abigail, my father's joy. Avi Gail. But he took it and he made it his. And what I'd like to do with you tonight is to make it ours. And the only way that's going to happen is if we all join in. All 5,000 of us. It needs to be louder if they're going to hear it out on TV loud. Again. Shalom. 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 Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Shalom V'hamidenu Malkeinu Lechayim Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Shalom V'hamidenu Malkeinu Lechayim Shalom. Everybody. Shalom. Shalom. Again. Shalom. 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 Negativity surround. I know someday it'll all turn around. All my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the children to say that we don't want to fight no more, that there'll be no more. People will say, one day, one day, one day, I gotta scream it one day. One day, one day. Hashkivenu Adonai Shalom Eloheinu Shalom V'hamidenu Malkeinu Lecha Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Shalom just you. Shalom. Shalom. A little louder. Shalom. You gotta mean it. Shalom. You gotta seed it. Shalom. Every day now. Shalom. Every step you take now. Shalom. Every breath you make now.
lots of hay. I had a little dreidel who also had some hay. Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel.
We're going to give you one more crack at that. I had a little horsey who made it out of hay.
No, he ate a lot.
Ate a lot of hay.
Ate a lot of hay. And I had a dreidel who also had a hay.
2, 3, and dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. I made it out of hay. Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. Does anybody have a verse? Raise your hand if you have a verse. Nobody has a verse? I have a little dreidel. I'm running out of a verse. If we keep singing this song, I think it's gonna be a curse. Come on, come on, come on, dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. I'm in and out of clay. Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. A dreidel I shall play. Yeah, dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. I'm in and out of clay. Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. Let's break it down. Go. Rob Mitzner, give it up. Come on. Come on, give it up for Rob. Sean Harkness, come on. So this is what it would sound like if we didn't have our tech crew. Let's give it up for our tech crew, Matt. We got over here Adam Moss. Let's go, get up, get up, get up, get up. Would you like to introduce your brother?
This is David Moss. He can't take solos on the guitar. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. So I think he'd just like to say hello. Hello. Thanks for being here, everyone.
1, 2, 3, oh, dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. I made it out of clay. Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. Dreidel I shall play, just you. Oh, yeah. I can't hear it. I shall.
Suppose, if you will, a devout vegan marries a dyed-in-the-wool meat and potatoes guy. How can they live with two such opposing practices going on under one roof? How can he watch her ingest pasty bites of tofu while the smell of searing bovine flesh hangs in the air? How can her mealtime peacefully coexist with the carnage of his repast? How do they not despise one another? They love each other. Her flaws, his beliefs, her foolishness, his occasional tirades, her tofu, his ribeye. They love the person. So how, you ask, can these 8 nights be fully enjoyed while neon reindeer and elves illuminate the night as our candles are lighted? In my own family's living room, does a homemade tree topper fashioned from tinsel menorah and a tinfoil Star of David diminish the aroma of pine from fresh-cut evergreen? How can we tolerate such a thing? How? We love one another. We find what is shared rather than what is different. A season of light, shared. Of miracles, and heroes, and a spirit of giving. Of redemption against all odds, we share these wonders as we share our differences. And as different as we may seem, as diverse as our beliefs might appear, we rejoice in what may be the most important belief of all, that there is magnificence in difference. And if we all are to survive, we must love our neighbor and respect our neighbor's candle, even as we light and love our own. Happy Hanukkah.
For the victories won a long time ago, let it in, let it in. For miracles and wonder, and the ones we don't know, let it in, let it in. For where we are going, where we have been, we must be the light, for the light to come in. Let it go, let it be, let it in. Let it in, let it in, let it in, let it in. Let it go, let it be, let it in. For the dreamers, the lonely, those in between, let it in, let it in. For what was, what is, what's yet to be seen, let it in, let it in. In moments of darkness, wonder or doubt, light one light each night, so we're never without. Let it go, let it be, let it go, let it be, let it in, 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 the times we will flourish, the times we will fall. Let it in. Let it in. There's enough light for one. There's enough light for all. Let it in. Let it in. For where we are going, where we have been, we must be the light, for the light to come in. Let it go, let it be, let it in. Everybody, top of your lungs. Let it in, let it in, let it in, let it in, let it go, let it be, let it in, let it go, let it be, let it in. Just you, really loud. Let it be. Let it in.
The Jewish scholar who celebrated Hanukkah in 13th century northern Spain, known as Nachmanides, said this: every part of the Jewish faith tradition, every ritual act is intended for one of two purposes: either repairing yourself or exercising compassion for others. The question, therefore, after this amazing concert is not simply, are we going to light the Hanukkah candles now? Of course we are. The question is, how will lighting these Hanukkah candles restore us on the inside and increase our compassion for others on the outside? May these Hanukkah lights be motivating sparks, reigniting our inner lives, and inspiring you and me to exercise greater compassion to every human soul within our reach. Following the blessings, I hope you will sing Craig Shehechianu, the miracle of our survival prayer, the miracles you and I too often ignore or fail to see. Let's not miss the miracle of this night. Please light your Hanukkah menorah wherever you are, and please sing with us.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Hanukkah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim lavoteinu bayamim hahem b'zman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. You bring us here. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. You bless us and you keep us here. Shehechianu v'kiyemanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Shehechianu Veki emanu, Vehigianu, Lazman hazeh, Shehechianu, Shehechianu, Veki emanu.
Please rise, everyone. Put your arms around each other if you're in the same pod.
Lazman hazeh, Shehechianu, Veki emanu, Vehigianu, Lazman hazeh. Started with me, it's going to end with us. Here we go. And us too. Veki emanu, Vehigianu. What will be your addition to this story?